If you saw my video where I went on a hike and I found my wizard staff, it is drying nicely. And I've started cleaning it up a little bit, but yeah, I've got it nicely tucked away right here. It is starting to feel like spring out here. In fact, sitting in the sun drinking hot coffee, I'm getting kind of hot. I probably could shed a few layers. But honestly, it feels so amazing to just sit here and be outside, not swarmed with bugs, watching Pike lay in the shade. I don't know, it's just so nice. It's like the moment I've been waiting for all winter, you know, and you're frigid cold, and gosh, we hit negative 34 degrees Fahrenheit this winter. So like this moment right here where it's almost probably 65 degrees Fahrenheit, it's gonna hit 75 degrees Fahrenheit today. Like I never thought that this day was gonna come. But here we are. It's so nice. I am probably going to have to change though, because it's definitely warm in the sun. I'm not sure what we're gonna do today, but it's too beautiful of a day to just stay inside the camper. I have started incorporating journal entries on my Patreon, where I do a video journal entry and I share it with my Patreon followers. And my first one is going live today, and I'm a little nervous, but I'm also really excited to open up and be vulnerable and share my journal entry with some of you. So if you would like to check that out and support the channel, go check out my Patreon and you can have access as a paid member. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy that. I really want to go on a hike today. The weather was calling for thunderstorms. In fact, let's check that right now. So today is supposed to be 72 degrees Fahrenheit. The low is supposed to be 50 degrees, which reminds me, last night was one of 3 nights since I've gotten the Casita that I didn't have to have any heat on. What? It was so nice. Tomorrow night, though, it's going to be back to 33 degrees overnight. So, you know, we're still in some colder, lingering spring temps, but that was really nice. The thunderstorms are supposed to hit around dinner time, so I think I'm gonna run into town and grab a few grocery items. I wanna get some more salad and things like that, so. But next weekend, unless the weather changes, which it probably will, it's supposed to be 76 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's gonna be so amazing. I'm probably gonna have to turn on the air conditioning in my camper. So I am sharing this parking area with another RV, and there's only one RV hookup here, so it's a battle of maximizing our resources. So because my Casita doesn't really fully function when connected to 30 amp, just the way that the battery is currently set up, I'm still having to utilize my solar panels. And that is fine for this situation because it actually helps out a lot. So I do have access to an extension cable where I can plug in, you know, to that if I need to. And so I've been alternating between my air fryer, my space heater, and my IceCo refrigerator. So the IceCo takes the least amount of priority with that extension cable just because it has been so cold and I haven't been utilizing my diesel heater. I've been using my space heater. So I'm using my Jackery 1000 and the 100 watt solar panel on the roof of the 4Runner to power up my IceCo. Now, last week we had a few days where it was really cloudy and I wasn't able to recharge my batteries, and I had to swap out power banks, and then that one got depleted and the other one wasn't charging. So I did end up alternating between my different devices and using that extension cable. So I wanted to be fully transparent about that, but up into the point where I came here, I have not had access to electricity. So all of the testings that I did with the IceCo was off the grid. I love how many people are interested in how I'm living and really show a lot of interest by asking questions and leaving me comments. But I have received a few judgmental comments because I'm not full timing appropriately. And I just want to say real quick, there is no agenda. If you are living on the road and you want to do things your way, go do them. More power to you. One thing that I found really hard when I first started this journey and I was vlogging my day-to-day, I felt like I needed to follow some type of an agenda to do this lifestyle right. And over these last 4 years, I've learned that there is no agenda. It's really hike your own hike. And at this point in my life, I finally have some stability on the road. So if you're new here, I've had a series of unfortunate events that have hit me hard over the last 2 years. So you know what? We are survivors. And part of that survival is making an income. And some of the perks with work camping come with having access to certain amenities, such as an extension cable to plug into power. And, you know, I have had to work through some of my own internal battles on being real with that, because I have this mindset that I should be boondocking and I should be traveling from place to place, but the reality is that I can't afford it right now. And I've been hit with a lot of heavy hitters and I have a hefty car payment and I need to be financially responsible. And since YouTube's not paying my way, I gotta do what I gotta do. So that means I get the opportunity to have a little bit of an amenity this summer and I'm okay with it. This place can get extremely hot in the summertime. So knowing that I can plug in my AC unit that's connected to my Casita while I'm at work, Pike has the ability to stay cool. That is okay with me. And if someone thinks that that's me cheating or not living full time right, well, that sounds like a them problem and they need a reality check, because my lifestyle is not going to fall into the social norm of van lifers. I'm going to do this lifestyle how it feels right. And right now, this feels right. Thanks for joining my TED Talk, because I was totally on a rant there. But you know what? Hashtag empowerment. I am taking back control over all of the negative comments that I have received over the years, and it is so liberating.
I decided it was time to get going and cool off in the cool breeze of Sheridan Lake. Pike and I had so much fun exploring and walking around the grounds. Sheridan Lake, nestled in the Black Hills of South Dakota, it holds a layered history shaped by both indigenous cultures and 20th century development. Long before it became a recreational destination, the area was part of the sacred homelands of the Lakota Sioux, who used the surrounding hills for hunting and spiritual practices.
I'm here at the beautiful Sheridan Lake in the Black Hills of South Dakota. This is one of the first days that actually feels like spring. And the lake behind me is popping with people getting their boats out on the water, kayaking, and just enjoying this spectacular day today. It really makes me wish I still had my paddleboard, and I might have to invest in one or get a kayak or something that I can take with me. I don't know exactly how I would make that work traveling, but I have a few months to worry about that. I want to get Pike out there on the paddleboard. I think that would be so much fun. He's been on kayaks before, but never a paddleboard. So I'm sure that that would be a very interesting experience that I want to make sure I have the flotation device for my GoPro. So I don't really have any good cell phone service here, considering I have one bar of Verizon. So I don't really have all of the history on Sheridan Lake, but we're gonna go walk around and look for an information board or just take in the scenery, and then I can do a voiceover later. But so far, this place has given me some serious Colorado vibes. And when I say Colorado vibes, I mean all of the beautiful nature minus the crowds. Now, I'm sure in the summertime, in the heat of the season, it gets a little crazy, but it's not crazy right now, and we're gonna enjoy this beautiful day. I am currently walking around the picnic area, which there's a lot of different picnic tables and grills and things that you can access here. And I didn't bring my fire maple with me today, so we're not gonna be making a meal, but I have not eaten yet today. Pike has, but I have not. Sorry, I thought I saw something on the ground. Make sure my car is locked. All right, let's go check out this beautiful lake. Is that how you feel about that sign? Okay, come on, bud.
In 1868, Fort Laramie Treaty recognized the Black Hills as part of the Great Sioux Reservation, but the discovery of gold in the 1870s led to widespread violations of the treaty as settlers and miners moved into the area. Decades later, during the Great Depression, the lake itself was formed through the efforts of the Civilian Conservation Corps, a New Deal program created to provide jobs and support conservation efforts.
That water's pretty dirty.
Between 1939 and 1940, the CCC built a dam on Spring Creek, creating Sheridan Lake as a reservoir. Since then, it has evolved into a popular site for camping, fishing, hiking, and other outdoor activities.
Look at what I just found.
Blending natural beauty with the legacy of human impact on the Black Hills region. Sheridan Lake offers a range of camping and water recreation options in the Black Hills. The South Shore Campground includes over 100 sites for tents and RVs with basic amenities like picnic tables, fire rings, and full toilets. The nearby North Cove Group Campground is ideal for larger groups and provides easy access to swimming beaches, picnic areas, boat ramps, and a marina. The Sheridan Lake Marina rents out pontoons, kayaks, paddleboards, and more, while also offering fishing supplies and lakefront lodging.
It's really tiny in the GoPro, but way in the distance you can see some thunderclouds coming. I wonder if those will hit us or bypass us. I don't have any cell phone service, so it's hard to tell. Last I checked, thunderstorms weren't hitting us until about 6 p.m., so I have a feeling they're just a drive-by, a flyover. I want to stay at this campground. This looks nice. Hi. You good boy. You are such a good boy. We are sitting here in the pines at this picnic table at a campground that hasn't quite opened for the season yet. And it is so quiet and peaceful. I was wanting to come to this campground to camp, but I don't see any RV sites. So research will be done. I feel like you're super far away. Hi, bud. What's up? You okay? Giving me some loving? Pike is having so much fun. He's really embracing all of this outdoor time that we're doing. I think that's his subtle way of saying, girl, we have been lazy this winter. Pike has quite the personality, and I love how I'm able to see that more each time we go out and explore, and the more time we spend together. He is so funny. He's quite the hoot. So right now, to help bring all of this beauty to you on screen, I'm going to describe what it feels like sitting here right now. It is warm outside. The sun is shining, and being in the sun directly is almost too hot. So being here in the shade is like that perfect sense of relief when you're outside and you finally sit down with a cool glass of water. I can smell the sweet pine, and there's a light breeze in the air that is warm. And it is so refreshing considering we have had so many days of really cold weather this winter. There's pine cones everywhere. There's pine needles blanketing the ground, and it is quiet. The only thing I hear right now is the wind rustling through the trees. It is quite a surreal feeling. All winter I waited for this moment, and I clinged to the day I'd be sitting in the warm spring air, and here we are. It's finally here. Thank you, buddy. You're so sweet. Thank you. Can you lay down? Oh my goodness, bless you, honey. Man, that cloud is getting bigger and is rolling in. Okay, come here. We're gonna sit right here. Okay, okay, okay. Thank you. You're so sweet. Okay, maybe we need to sit this way. There. You wanna come sit next to me? The ground's a little wet. You want to lay down? He's so filthy. I really need to get him dry before we get back in the 4Runner. Otherwise, I'm going to have to wash all of those blankets. And actually, oh, my Lanta. Here we go. He's so cute. I just love this dog, y'all. He's the best. He's such a sweet boy. I am what I like to call an extroverted introvert. So I really enjoy spending time with people, but I also really value my me time. Now that I've started this new job and I'm working with a lot of people and I'm interacting with a lot of people and all that comes with, I'm finding that I really appreciate these moments where I'm out here by myself so much more. One thing I love about this lifestyle is that I have the flexibility and the freedom to recharge my buttons and still have these social connections. Just yesterday, I was getting gas at the gas station, and this gentleman from Wisconsin came up and was like, hey, are you from the area? And I said, kind of, you know, because I'm technically here and I'm going to be here for a while and I've been here for a while. And he was starting to ask questions like, well, what is there to do around here? And then he starts opening up how he's on this 10-day road trip where he was at Devil's Tower and now he's exploring the Black Hills before he goes back, and it's all for his birthday. And he was sharing some of the moments that were most special to him. And I don't know him from Adam, and he doesn't know me from Eve. So it's funny that this lifestyle brought two random people together to just have this really meaningful conversation, and then we went our separate ways. It's so funny because I have always said that the trail provides And the road is no different. In that moment, I needed that socialization. I was craving a conversation that was meaningful and it wasn't about me or me talking to a camera. And all of a sudden, this person shows up and just becomes a friend immediately. We now follow each other on Instagram and he follows my YouTube channel. So Chad, if you're watching, that was such a special moment. Thank you for taking the time to come say hi to Pike and I. We really, really enjoyed that. But it's moments like that that really resonate with me on the road, because it's the sense of community and family that I long for. I don't get to see my family very often, so when I have these special interactions, they just mean so much more to me. Well, I had no idea that the whole time J.J. Abrams was interfering with that last clip, and I had a sunspot over my face the whole time. Oh, I must have just hit cell phone service. Oh my gosh, I'm popular. We've had no cell phone service for forever, and all of a sudden my phone is going nutso. Let's see what's going on. Oh, my friend Chad just messaged me, the one I told you about. Oh, that was so sweet and surreal. How funny. We were both thinking of each other, and I was just telling you guys about that whole interaction. I'll have to read that message when I get back to the car. He is so ready to run. If I was wearing better shoes, but I did paint my toes. Look how pretty my feet look. Hey now, this isn't that weird stuff. Now he wants to sniff. Anyways, how cool. That was so fun. Oh, it's heavy. Come on, bub. We gotta go to the grocery store. Go upstairs. Okay, good boy. Let's get some air circulation. Have all the windows I can open. In fact, I even have my back window that has no sunshade on it. So what I'm gonna do is go into the 4Runner, get my solar shower, fill it up with water so that I can take a shower later. And then I'm gonna look for my old hammock, the one that broke, and I'm gonna try to make bug nets for all these windows. So I'll be right back. So back when I first got the camper, I locked myself out. I lost my keys basically. Thankfully the next morning we found them, but it was dark outside and I needed to get back inside and I didn't know what to do, so I broke a window. AKA I broke a screen, because I left this window, I guess it was this window, open. I don't really remember the details, okay? I just remember I had to rip this off. So I'm gonna try to reattach the screen. I don't have the little tool, so I'm hoping that a flathead will work. I'm not really sure how this operates, but it can't be that complicated. So I'm thinking it goes like right here. I have no idea. I have no flipping clue. I just don't want bugs in here, okay?
think I'm getting the hang of it now. And yes, I know it would be way easier with the tool, but I don't have said tool, so adapt and overcome.
Tonight I am making my own version of hibachi. So I'm sauteing some onion, zucchini, mushroom, and then I'm boiling some rice, and then I've got my chicken, and then I'm gonna add an egg to my rice and kind of fry it up in some butter. And then the best part, I got the yum yum sauce. I am channeling my Uncle Kevin's recipe, so I'm hoping it will turn out at least a portion of how good it is when he makes it, so yum. Gotten the veggies done, and now I'm doing the chicken, and I'm getting my salad done, but so far it's delicious. Well, it might not be the most beautiful of things, but I bet you it's gonna be delicious. All right. Oh my gosh. That is so good. I have to pee so bad, and it is full on torrential rain and hail. Like, I hope my solar shower is okay with that. That is hail. We text Kathy. Hail! Oh, hail! My neighbor dropped off this map of the Black Hills, and I was just thinking about how I wanted to put a map inside of my closet door where I keep my water bluey. How sweet that my neighbor would think of that. I think I'm gonna have some tea. So don't mind the trash. This is where I was leaking the other day. I'm completely dry. Cool. I'm completely dry. Everything is staying. I mean, this is the first legit like thunderstorm we've in, because I bought the camper in September. Is that my imagination? Did I just get rained on? Yeah, that was my imagination. It's the first thunder-hailstorm of this season. I'm not happy about hail, but I love good thunderstorms. How you doing? That wasn't that far away. Baby, you coming to see what's up? Oh my gosh, I'm getting pelted in the face. You okay? Oh, I think Pike is getting scared. He's laying by my feet. It's okay, honey. Hey, it's a good thing. Rain is good. This reminds me when I used to live in Kentucky and we'd get a good old thunderstorm. Oh my gosh, Kentucky had Kentucky had some of the greatest thunderstorms. And like the humidity in the summertime would just disappear during the storm, and then when it would pass, it would be so humid. We don't really have that problem here. Not at that scale anyway. I was so nervous my camper was gonna leak, because the last time it rained here, I noticed that I had a couple leaks in the camper. But I resealed everything, and so far the spots where I had leaks aren't leaking. Oh my gosh, it is starting to rain so hard. It's like right on top of us. Pike is so scared. I feel so bad. It's okay, honey. It's okay. He's actually not that scared. I think he's just more concerned and wants to be next to me. If Agron was here, he'd be barking. It is so beautiful, but man, it is raining. Everything's so wet. I think it's starting to die down and we're just getting rain now. That was so cool. Oh my gosh. 61 degrees outside. Oh, 58. It just changed. It's supposed to rain until 11. And then it'll pick back up at 8 a.m. And then according to this, it's supposed to thunderstorm at 10. And then rain until dinner time. You can kind of see what I'm talking about here. But these temperatures are looking really... Larry just texted me. These temperatures are really spring-like. Tomorrow we do get to 32 degrees overnight. But like 45, 49, 38, 35, 47, 50 are the lows this week. And last night was, like I said, one in like 3 nights since I've had this camper that I haven't had to turn on the heater. And I don't think I'm gonna have to turn on the heater tonight because it's not supposed to get below 50 degrees tonight. It's supposed to be 51 at 5 a.m. And I've been waking up at 5 a.m. every day. Larry's good, people. I've been texting all my friends to make sure they're okay. Ooh, I have friends that are in the Black Hills right now. They texted me. I hope you all enjoyed that fun tea storm that just rolled through. Okay, I had a bully on my YouTube channel earlier today, so I sent my response to a couple close friends, you know, just to check me, to make sure that my responses are staying within the WWJD. But I've decided that I'm going to let ChatGPT handle those comments. And so far, it has been so much fun. I am having a lot of fun with the stupid comments. It looks like the storm is passing by now. Like, it's starting to sprinkle. So it's actually getting quite humid in here. And I think we're accumulating some condensation. So I want to open up a window, but I don't want to get wet. But Pike needs to go potty. And it's almost time. Hi, honey. Oh, hi. How you doing? Are you relaxing? The thunderstorm has passed, buddy. It's still out there lingering, but it's moving on. I know. You didn't like that. I love thunderstorms. I love it when he rests his head on me like this. It's so precious. I think that's about as much excitement as we're gonna get tonight. So if anything else happens, like more squirrels or random rodents try to break into my camper and then poop all over my stairs, or we get crazy thunderstorms that roll through with some hail, I'll be sure to tune you in. But I think I'm just gonna snuggle bug my boy here, watch a show. I was editing video, but it's 9 o'clock now, so I think we're gonna wrap it up. I'll see you later.